Hello and welcome, my friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching my video. This is going to be my group angel reading for the month of March. I keep saying in my videos that no one could have predicted this, and it's been all over social media and the news. We could have never predicted what was happening. And many intuitives were not given the knowledge or the awareness of how severe things were going to get. Yes, we did have an idea that something was going to shift and change in 2020. Like I've said before, that foundation that needs to be created was going to be starting in 2020. And we're starting to see that clearing right now. Literally, it's like the tower has hit mankind, and we're just waiting for the universe to stop striking the earth with that electric bolt so we can start to pick up the pieces. We are not able to control what's happening on the outside. However, we are able to start to take stock, gain guidance and wisdom on how we ourselves can go forward, which will impact our lives and the lives of those around us. And that's very much the message that the archangels wanted to share. So that's what we're going to look at in this reading, is how you can start to heal and work on yourself and what's happening for you in the here and now, so that it will better your life and impact those lives around you. Now, down to the quarantine that I'm experiencing, I have my family at home, so I'm not able to do the zodiac readings. So I have chosen to do the selection reading, and you're going to see a lot more of this as I do have my family at home, and I don't have as much ability to set up my camera in a quiet space. Now, for this reading, I have chosen, of course I had to go with the Angel Tarot, the Healing with the Angels Oracle, and the Angel Inspiration Oracle. And like always, there are links below to all these fantastic decks, so should they speak to you, you can go check them out for yourselves. In this selection today, I have the Clear Quartz group, I have the Lapis Lazuli group, and the Rose Quartz group. For your convenience, in the description box below, I have a timestamp link for each of the 3 readings. So you can click on that and be taken to the corresponding reading so that you get the reading that is meant for you. So quickly decide which crystal is calling you today, and then hit that timestamp, and I will see you there for your reading. Hello and welcome, my Clear Quartz friends. This reading is especially for you. Now, like always, I have all the cards to all 3 decks so that you get the most complete and fullest reading for you. Now, I am switching things up a bit here. I'm not using the similar cards for my angel reading. However, I'm really going to be focusing in on that archangel reading. So we're going to start off with Archangel Uriel. Archangel Uriel is very much connected in with our solar plexus chakra, with that courage and determination to overcoming those obstacles. He helps us to come and step into our power and step into our light. And he's the first archangel that we're going to call on for support and guidance. Archangel Uriel, thank you so much for joining us in this reading. Now, what wisdom and guidance can you provide for my Clear Quartz friends in this very complex time? The 9 of Pentacles. Now, 9s are about all that hard work that you've created in your life, all that you've achieved, all those accomplishments, everything that you've overcome, and all that amazing abundance in our lives. Archangel Uriel wants you to use this as your foundation. Yes, there's a lot we have going on the outside. However, when we are in our safe environment of our home, using those abundant aspects in our lives to create stability within our home, remaining in that high vibrational energy so that we're not nitpicking and creating an unstable environment within our quarantine spaces. We have a limited space to live in right now, and it can kind of feel a little bit claustrophobic. Focusing in on that stability and that grounded support that you feel within the home, and taking a couple deep breaths. Yes, there are going to be times where it's going to take all our inner fire not to react, but to let things go. This is a time where we're going to be pushed outside our comfort zone. However, that push is really needed right now. This time also allows for the Eight of Cups. Eights are about movement and manifestation. Cups about that inner journey. We're going to start and use that foundation that we currently have, that bare bones support of our quarantine space and all the abundance that we have within it, to do some inner reflection. What's going well? We don't want to focus in on that negative, oh my God space. What's going well? Really amplifying and focusing in on what's going well. That will help those around you to focus in on that. Those happy, loving, and compassionate times within our space are going to be very important. We're also going to have some time to focus in on this, that creative, passion-centered space. We always say, oh, if I had more time, I'd. My friends, you have more time. Archangel Uriel is really encouraging you to focus in on that creativity. Focus in on those areas that you always wanted to dive into. However, felt constraints of the world around you that stopped you or limited your ability to do so. We have a lot more free time. We have the ability to focus and harness that time and energy for creating and bringing in amazing aspects within ourselves and with our environment. These two pieces are really going to help keep that positive vibration within yourself and within your space. Archangel Uriel, what further healing can you provide my clear quartz friends? And I won't lie, that inner journey and focusing in on the positive is really going to help. Whoop! Oh, it went under my table. I ask that they don't do that. When we focus in on that positive, we are going to be focusing in on that high vibrational energy and keeping things in a positive spirit. That positive spirit helps to raise our vibration and helps with that manifestation and with that abundance. Sorry, I had to stop the camera. Archangel Uriel hucked one of my cards really far under my table and I had to go diving for it. So, yeah. All you would have heard me was asking Archangel Uriel not to do that, because as funny as it is to huck my cards under the table, I have to go get them. So, in his wisdom, he drew this card. It was the first card that hit the table. So that playful fun. He thought it was quite funny to put my cards under the table because he knew I'd have to go under there and he knew my dog would come join me. So, playfulness. We may feel that we're at the end of our rope and that this is really a bad thing for us. Well, in some cases it's not going to be the most joyous time. However, when we focus in on that light and love, we have a little bit more fun and play. we're going to be able to gain more information in this tower-esque type episode. The universe has wanted the mankind as a global to do a shift. Well, my friends, we are shifting in ways that we never thought possible. So, in this shift, remember the play. Remember those giggles. Keep it light. That light will really help you connect into aspects of yourself that you had forgotten. The cards caught up. Power. This playful light energy will connect you into your power that you had forgotten or hadn't had the time to acknowledge. Very much connects into this beautiful queen we have here, but that power and self-expression is going to be really important for us. Remembering to write down and talk about how we're feeling. Let it out and let it go so you can stay in this playful, high vibrational energy. New love. This isn't about a romantic aspirations or a time of finding someone new. This new love is a love for self and for a love of things that really matter, that make life fulfilling and joyous. So that new aspect and new aspects within ourselves is really going to be highlighted and really important for you, especially as we overcome some of the more challenging aspects of what's happening in the world and how people are reacting to it. And then dreams. This kind of has a twofold meaning. Archangel Uriel's being very clear that we need to not only take care of ourselves and make sure we have a lot of sleep and nurturing of our human body, but also being mindful of that dream work, what's happening in our dreams, what knowledge and learning is being shared with us as we slumber, and also setting intentions. We can learn so much when we ask for that help. Putting it out there that there are different aspects that you want to learn, that you want to dive into. And part of that learning is through the high vibrational beings sharing that information with you while you sleep. You can ask them before you go to bed, set the intentions, request the help to gain the guidance and knowledge that you need to really embracing some of these aspects that you may have forgotten or really want to connect in with. Now I want to thank Archangel Uriel for his amazing wisdom, guidance, and healing. I'm going to take these cards. Obviously, I'm not going to have enough room to do this for all 4 archangels. I'm just going to set them aside. We may need to reference them later throughout the reading, so I want to keep them out and not put them back in the pile. Now we're going to go on to Archangel Raphael. We're going to call on Archangel Raphael to share his amazing wisdom, guidance, and healing with us in this reading. Archangel Raphael, what wisdom and guidance can you share with my clear quartz friends in this very trying time for them? The Two of Pentacles. Balance. Interestingly enough, Two of Pentacles, in this deck, Archangel Raphael is the second card. So right away, we've got an angel message blaring right in our face. When you've got that multiple 2, the angels are telling you to keep the faith and don't give up. One of the major points that Archangel Raphael wants to share with you. This isn't a time to turtle in and do nothing. and give up and start to become very sad and full of sorrow and woe. Yes, there's a lot of heartache going on right now. However, we can learn from what's been happening and the shifts that are naturally taking place on the outside. We've got a yin and yang effect. We have the Two of Pentacles, that balancing act. That balance is going to be key. We have to balance that sad, hard, sorrow-filled heartache with the light and love. Connects into Archangel Uriel's message of stepping into our power, focusing in on that high vibrational loving energy. When we balance it out, we start to shift our energies and the energies of those around us. And it can be really contagious. And it's easy to do because we're able to connect in with individuals on a more frequent basis because people are at home. Yes, we have social distancing. However, social media, touching in with a few text messages, some FaceTime, spreading the love, being there and supporting those in need will really help to shift and balance you out. Shifting our perspective goes a long way. Then he pulled out the King of Wands. Kings are that fully developed personality. They have the most control, the most power. Now we had his beautiful wife with Archangel Uriel, but that passion and creativity flows into Archangel Raphael's message. Really taking control, being very clear and determined to push yourself forward and expand that understanding of your passions, those pieces and aspects that bring you joy and fulfillment. Our creativity is going to be key. Being very creative on how to connect in with ourselves, with other people around us, shifting our vibrations, bringing in that balance, so we're not dealing and focusing in on that low vibrational, oh my God, reaction. Rather, taking this time and really utilizing it for our greater good. Archangel Raphael, what healing can you offer my clear quartz friends? Intention. Being very clear, very determined, setting those intentions, focusing in, being mindful of what you're doing and what energies you're projecting, and balancing it out so that you do feel grounded, you feel centered, you feel able to take on the challenges of your day in different and unique aspects. We've got to be very creative right now because what we're dealing with, we haven't seen before in this lifetime with this technological advanced society. So it's really up to us to set those intentions, to ask for the support that we need, and be mindful of the support that we do receive, and being grateful for the support that we are receiving. Sorry. Cards are catching up. Support. We need to support each other like never before. And individuals are supporting each other in amazing ways. You're seeing people going above and beyond for those frontline individuals, for truck drivers, for individuals who need the support. We are also being able to really be critical about what support we do need and what support we're able to give. There's another aspect to this card, is that we have those high vibrational beings that are ready and chomping at the bit to help us. We just have to really set that intention, put it into words or thought so that they can. They can't break that universal law of free will. They need that request. So, making sure that we ask for that support. And some of the support we need may be on the physical, basic needs element. However, some of it is going to be on that spiritual and emotional aspect. And those higher vibrational beings are waiting to support us with that. Ooh, and the cards are continuing to catch up. Signs. There are signs everywhere. In past readings, I say to you guys, hey, it's time to slow down. Be mindful of those signs and messages that the high vibrational beings and angels are sending you. We have the ability to slow down. It's part of the lessons that we need to learn, is how to slow down and start to receive those messages, receive that guidance. Mankind is really off track right now. We need a little bit more nurturing and guidance into the right area, and that's what the universe is doing. They're resetting things for us. So, being mindful of those signs, connecting in, receiving those messages, so you really can take charge and get going on it. All right. I want to thank Archangel Raphael for his amazing wisdom, guidance, and healing. We're going to move on to Archangel Michael here. So, like before, I'm going to keep these cards off to the side. We may need them throughout the reading. And then there's Michael. We're going to call on Archangel Michael for his amazing insight into our situation. Archangel Michael, ooh, thank you for not throwing that under the table. What wisdom and guidance can you provide for my clear quartz friends in this time of uncertainty? So the one that almost went under the table but didn't, the Magician. The first card in the Major Arcana talks about using your skills and abilities and making miracles happen. And we have the same effect. Archangel Michael is the first card in the Oracle deck. We have the Magician, the first card in the Major Arcana. So in angel messages, the multiple one, the angels are telling you it's a time to believe in yourself and your abilities. You're going to be attracting what you're thinking and the energies that you're putting out there. So being very mindful of how you are using your energies. What's happening? What are you focusing in on? We need to go back to that high vibrational energy, staying in the positive, and really amplifying that. Using our natural skills and abilities with those aspects in our everyday life to create that. Drawing down, because he's usually the lightning rod, his arm's usually up a little higher and then pointing to the ground. Being that lightning rod for that universal energy, bringing it down, helping heal not only yourself, but the area and people around you. Earlier in the week, I posted a meditation where Archangel Raphael and I did some healing. Fantastic opportunity to bringing in that energy, working with that universal energy, and starting to heal self, starting to heal what's around you, using your own abilities and own skills to really nurture and make some shifts that are going to be important for you. I will put a link in the description box below to that meditation so that you are able to nurture yourself, to start on that healing and bringing that energy into your environment. Then he pulled out Judgment, the 20th card in the Major Arcana. This angel is usually Archangel Gabriel, who we're going to get to in a minute here. And what Judgment talks about is those messages and guidance from the universe, from that great creator. Whatever you want to call them, God, Goddess, the great power, the creator, that label is whatever we need it to be. The messages are what's truly important. It's time to slow down, receive those messages so you can gain the guidance for your individual journey to help yourself, help those around you, and in effect, helping mankind make this shift. All right, let's go on to some healing. Archangel Michael, what healing can you provide my clear quartz friends? Music. As a species, we love to have music and that harmony within our lives. And that music speaks to that vibration around us. Making sure that we have that harmony and that high vibrational, joyous energy in our lives. Archangel Michael wants you to be very mindful of what energies you're bringing into your home through social media and the news. Keeping that vibration harmonious and of light and love. We get focused in on that doomsday energy, and that's what we're amplifying, my friends. Making sure that that music is sweet and loving. Emerging. There are going to be a lot of things that are going to come up, and as much as we want to focus in on that high vibrational energy, we do have to stay connected in to what is occurring in our communities and gaining the guidance that we need from our governments. However, we do also need to be very mindful and balance things out, just like how Archangel Raphael had encouraged us to balance it out with that light and love. Because when we stay in the light and love, we're going to find more aspects within ourselves that are going to come up. Because we're going to be able to take on what Archangel Uriel and Archangel Raphael had suggested and encouraged us to do. Focusing in on those passions, focusing in on that creativity. You're going to find more aspects opening up, especially as we connect in and gain the guidance from those high vibrational beings, so that we are able to create and connect into that passion on a deeper level. Now, I want to thank Archangel Michael for all his amazing guidance, support, and wisdom. Like always, we're going to keep the cards. We're going to go on to Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel, call upon you to give us guidance and support. What wisdom and guidance can you share? Thank you for not putting that one under the table. It did hit the floor, but it didn't go under the table. Can you share with my clear quartz friends in their time of need? Okay. So the first one, the 12th card in the Major Arcana, the Hanged Man. This is the Let It Go card, my friends. Letting go and allowing the universe to guide and direct us. We may not understand why this needs to happen right now, And that's okay. We don't need to. We need to relax. We need to care for ourselves. We need to protect the vulnerable. So following the guidelines of the scientists, they're connecting in to that scientific energy, that collective consciousness, which is connected into the universal knowledge of how best to help cope with what's happening right now. So social distancing, adhering to those guidelines and those recommendations. Staying inside, staying in home, caring for ourselves, working on ourselves, raising our vibration, raising the vibration of those in our household and those around us, so that we can embrace where the universe is taking us. We can't stop the universe. We can't stop what's happening on the outside. However, we can gain the direction of the Hanged Man and of the Judgment card that Michael talked about. They're very much connected in. Gaining that guidance and letting go of our preconceived notions of what should be happening and how this isn't the expectation of what you had planned or thought of. Letting go of those expectations, allowing things to shift as they need, so that we can become more in line with what it is the universe is directing us towards. The Page of Swords. I've said this in past videos, I don't see the Page of Swords as a gossip, so that part I'm not really following. Pages are that childlike, innocent energy. The sword's about truth and knowledge. The Page of Swords in this reading is talking about taking that knowledge that we're gaining from that universal energy, putting it in and incorporating it into our lives in a very creative and fun aspect. Because again, we had Archangel Uriel, his first card. Playfulness. We need to relax some of those expectations and relax some of our fears so we can embrace what's happening. Bringing in that play and adhering to and incorporating the knowledge that you're gaining from this process and from being able to focus in on self a bit here. We have the time, let's use it to the best of our abilities and for our greater good. Archangel Gabriel, what further healing can you provide? My clear quartz friends. Nature. Most of us do have the ability, and I know that there's a lot of us who have vulnerable people in our households. Most of us have the ability to go out and go for a walk, connect in with nature. We do, like I said before, have to adhere to what the scientists and governments are requesting of us with social distancing, but connecting in with nature, even in our backyards. Taking that time to embrace what's happening in our communities and in our world, and how the world and how Gaia is taking this time to rapidly heal herself. We're seeing amazing shifts in Gaia and how she's healing herself. Many of us who are empaths are really connecting in and feeling that energetic shift. Connecting in and really embracing it. Sending our love to Gaia, because humanity has been torturing her for years. Sending our love and embracing her right now. Now, I do acknowledge there are individuals, there are families that are unable to leave their space because they have vulnerable people in their household, even acknowledging it from your space and sending her your love will make a difference. When we start to acknowledge, set those intentions, that's when we start to see things shift and evolve in a positive way. Healing. Part of that's the healing of Gaia. But another part, a big aspect of this is a healing for self. We have more ability to touch in and start to work on that healing process than we ever have before. Gaia and the universe are tired of humanity saying, oh, if I had more time. Well, here you go. Using our time wisely, using our time with great intention, creativity, and playfulness. This doesn't have to be something that is very monotonous or drawn out or something we should dread. We should be enjoying this aspect and embracing this. This is a time for us to really connect in and start to love ourselves and start to get some of the work done that we've always wanted to. Friendship. Connects into the friendship of self. She also connects in and reminds people to connect in with those friends, those important individuals in your life that are not in your household. Connecting in through social media or technology so that you're able to reach out, connect in, and nurture them. And it goes back to that support card that Archangel Raphael had, that we do need to connect in and support each other. Love ourselves, love our friends and family. They too need our help. They need to be nurtured and loved in a different and creative way. This friendship really does also speak to the friendship and relationship within yourself. Connecting in, supporting, and nurturing within yourself, healing yourself, which will also positively impact those around you. We're going to thank Archangel Gabriel for her amazing wisdom and guidance, and healing for my clear quartz friends. We're going to end off on a blessing. What blessing do the angels and archangels have for my clear quartz friends? Be content. We are where we need to be right now, my friends. We need to be in that high vibrational, loving energy for self, for our family and friends, and most importantly, for the universe and the world. We need to keep that vibration and energy flowing so that we can nurture and grow from this. I want to thank you guys so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. I hope that you found this video fun and helpful, and that you're able to gain some guidance and support from the archangels. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. As you can tell, there's so much more coming your way. The best way to stay connected so you don't miss any of the healing and guidance is to subscribe to my channel and hit that little red bell so you don't miss a video. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page with many tiers and lots of perks. In some of the tiers, the perks are private readings and healings with myself. I provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out. Until tomorrow, my friends. Hello and welcome, my Lapis Lazuli friends. This reading is for you. Now, like always, I have all the cards in all 3 decks, so you get the fullest and most complete reading. So we're going to start off. I'm going to switch and shift things up a little bit here. We're going to start off with Archangel Uriel. I'm going to be focusing in on that Archangel energy for this reading, as that's where we really need to focus our attention right now, is with that Archangel healing and guidance. So we call on Archangel Uriel for his amazing support and wisdom. Archangel Uriel, what guidance and support can you give my Lapis Lazuli friends in their time of need? The Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords has been through the ringer a bit. She has learned all her information from first-hand experience, from those knocks. She gets how we feel and understands what it's like to live in a time of uncertainty and unknown. She encourages us to really retain the information that we're receiving in the here and now. Archangel Uriel echoes that statement. Yes, times may feel uncertain and we may not know why or what the universe is doing. This does feel very much like the tower hitting us and blindsiding us. However, even in the most trying of times, there is very valuable information for us that's going to help us on our journey in this lifetime and lifetimes to come. And then we have the World, the 21st card in the Major Arcana, the Dancer. That ending and beginning. We're at an end stage, the end of a chapter. And it's been quite the chapter. We should be really mindful of that information and experience, joyful and happy for all the accomplishments and abundance that we do have in our lives. Taking that pause of rejoice and being excited for that next stage. That next stage is going to bring about a worldwide shift that has been building up. That need for shifting things has been there. Those messages have been hidden in plain sight. The angels and archangels have been telling us that we needed to make changes. We need to make shifts in our lives because we were going astray. Well, the universe is kicking us in the butt to the right direction. So, knowing that we will have that great next chapter, where yes, we are going to retain that information, but we're also going to have some amazing aha moments and growth from this experience and from that next piece. Archangel Uriel is the archangel that helps us to step into the light, step into our power. This situation gives us more of an ability to do so. Helps us to plant those seeds that we need to create even more abundance and stability in our lives. And then we have the King of Wands. Not only will we have those amazing aha moments, but we're going to be able to connect into our passions and our creativity. This is an unprecedented time where people are being forced to reduce that societal expectations, all those commitments that we have in the outside world, and focus in and nurture self, and focus in on that family unit. This time will give us the ability to focus in on those passion pieces and pieces that we always wanted to, but never seem to have the time. Connects into that creativity and that creation in a more meaningful way. Now we do also have the king and queen, that divine masculine and feminine, which is needed for creation. I mean, we do have that time to create and manifest those things that we've always wanted. We have less expectations right now. We have less of a commute. We have less social demand. So more focusing in on self, focusing in on our power, stepping into it and embracing it. All right, Archangel Uriel, what further healing can you provide my Lapis Lazuli friends? Healing. This is an amazing time to connect in, and like I said, and start to focus in on self. Focus in on that healing of those past experiences, those past wounds of this lifetime, past lifetime, and generational trauma. We have that ability to step into that process because it's not like you can take one tablet and move on. We have to heal one layer, exposing another layer. Because let's be honest, most of us have had many lifetimes or lifetime support in that of a guide for others. We were still traumatized and still carry past pains and past experiences that need to be healed. Additionally, we have that generational trauma that is held within our physical family. So there's a lot of work to be done. Romance. This isn't about obtaining a new relationship. This is about focusing in on yourself and that intimate connection with ourselves. Balancing out those feminine and masculine energies within ourselves and connecting in and healing ourselves on that deeper and more intimate way. Like I said, we've got a lot of healing to do. We need to step into our power, step into who we truly are, so that we are able to not only connect in with ourselves on a more meaningful way, we will be able to connect in to deeper and more creative aspects of ourselves. And then finally, blessings. I know that a lot of us are focused in on that doomsday, oh my God scenario. Yes, there's a lot of tragedy happening right now. However, there are still blessings. We have earth angels helping and connecting in. We have very brave and courageous individuals who are working front line, making sure people receive the care and supplies that they need. Acknowledging, supporting, and sending gratitude to those blessings is going to really help raise your vibration and the vibration of those around you. When we do that, that's when people start to feel more stable. They feel better. We may not be able to physically support people as we once did. However, shifting our vibrations, raising our energy, and amplifying it and sharing it with people through social media and technology will go a long way. When we focus in on some of the positive, some of these amazing blessings that are coming forward, that's when we're really going to start to balance out some of this negative and doomsday focused information. I want to thank Archangel Uriel for his amazing support, guidance, and blessings. Now I am going to just pull these cards off to the side. I don't have enough table space to do the full reading without doing so. And then we're going to move on to Archangel Raphael. Archangel Raphael, will you please join us and share your guidance and wisdom with my Lapis Lazuli friends? Archangel Raphael, what guidance and support can you share with my Lapis Lazuli friends during their time of need? All right. The Page of Cups. Pages are that childlike, innocent energy. Cups about that intuition and emotion. Now the Page of Cups is one of those cards that goes with the flow. The original card, and I adore this, it's one of my favorites, is this very well-dressed man with a fantastic hat, and there's a fish in the his cup. And he's looking at his fish like, yep, there's a fish in my cup. And it's that ability to flow with whatever's happening and really making it our own, embracing what's happening and using it to our advantage. And that's something that Archangel Raphael is really encouraging us to do. We don't have a control over what's happening on that outside. However, we do have the ability to control how we respond and what we're focusing in on. Archangel Raphael really encourages you to focus in on some of that play and fun. We do have a very playful, very kind of charismatic card, and we need to take that energy and embrace it right now. Focusing in on that doomsday, oh my God aspect will not serve you or your greater purpose in any way. It'll run you down and it'll start to make you feel unwell. Then he pulled out the Knight of Pentacles. This is the big cousin to the Page. The Knight of Pentacles is the one knight that works hard within their homeland and their homestead. Pamela Coleman Smith drew the original 4 knights in varying stages of mobility, where the Knight of Swords is running headlong into a storm. The Knight of Pentacles is very steadfast and is working hard and plowed his field and is admiring his hard work and determination. And right now, that's where we need to focus our energy. Archangel Raphael is very clear that this is a time to work on personal growth, personal development, shifting and releasing what isn't working. And there's been stuff that we've been told and has been highlighted by the universe and our high vibrational beings that this is not for our greater good. We need to release that and work on what's very important, that life-fulfilling and joyous aspects of ourselves and our lives. Then he brought on the Lovers, the 7th card in the Major Arcana. It talks about that relationship, that very intimate, loving relationship. He echoes the Romance card that Archangel Uriel drew. That relationship within self. And also, Archangel Raphael wants to branch out a little bit and talk about the relationship with others. Those important individuals. Those intimate connections are going to be key and vital for us. Yes, we're on isolation. However, we are social beings. We do need to find creative ways to connect in and reach out to each other. Those connections are going to be important. They'll help raise our spirits and they'll help us feel more stable and grounded into our world. So ensuring that yes, we want to spend time on working on those home front in our homestead and in ourselves. But also bearing in mind we have to balance that out and work on those relationships and connect in with those who are important to us. It's a balanced approach, and I know it's balancing is not just the yin and the yang. We have multiple balls in play right now. Many of us are working from home, which means juggling space, energies, and making things happen with lots of people running around and interrupting us. So balancing things out in the best way we can while giving ourselves that time to focus on self, and then also a little extra time to focus in on those who are really important to us. Social media and those telecommunication aspects of our lives are vital for us right now, and we do need to reach out. I acknowledge it's a lot to try and do in a day. However, on the nice side, we do have more time than we ever have in our lives to focus in on aspects that we want to focus in on. We don't have as many social commitments and demands. We're also, most of us are working from home, giving us that ability to have more time to do these pieces. Also gives us the opportunity to share what we're doing with those who are closest with us. Archangel Raphael, ooh, got jumpers. What further healing can you provide, my Lapis Lazuli friends? Balance. Archangel Raphael wants to make sure that you understand that there is a need more than ever to create that balanced state and centered energy within ourselves so that we are able to take on some of these amazing aspects and nurture and allow them to grow in a stable and supportive environment. It will also help us to incorporate those amazing pieces of information and wisdom that Archangel Uriel had told us about. When we come from a balanced space and a centered space, we're able to retain and incorporate this amazing knowledge, those pieces of wisdom and guidance that the high vibrational beings are sharing with us. Then he had focus. Like I said before, focusing in on different and new aspects, things that you had always wanted to, working on that home front, that connection into those higher vibrational beings. And then we need to balance it off with those physical relationships that we have in our lives. Being very clear and intentional where we are focusing our time and energy will help us with that balance piece. And then finally, manifestation. As we start to focus in and work on, heal, and nurture different aspects of ourselves, we'll see that creativity and abundance coming forward faster and more furious. We had, with Archangel Uriel, the Queen and the King. That is needed for creation. That manifestation is going to come forward. We're going to be able to bring about those dreams, those needs, those desires more often because we're working from that high vibrational space and we're working on aspects that are in line with what the universe wants us and needs us to do. Now I want to thank Archangel Raphael for his amazing guidance and wisdom. Like before, I will keep these cards to the side because I frequently reference them throughout the reading. Now we're going to go on to Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, call upon you to give guidance and wisdom to my Lapis Lazuli friends. Archangel Michael, what guidance and wisdom can you share with my Lapis Lazuli friends in their time of need? The Ten of Cups. This is one of the family cards. Archangel Michael echoes what Archangel Uriel and Archangel Raphael have been talking about, that connection piece. Connecting in with our families, asking for the support that we need, and supporting them as they need. That balanced approach of give and take is really going to be important, especially when you have individuals in your family that are at risk or vulnerable. We can access them for support on that physical level, but also that emotional piece as well. Additionally, Archangel Michael is encouraging you not to forget about your astral family as well, because they are with you throughout this trying time. And then we have the King of Swords. Kings are that fully developed personality. They have the most control and the most power. Now, the swords are about truth and knowledge, which Michael really values as he holds the sword of truth. We need to retain the information that is relevant to us and our journey. There's a lot of information to take in right now. We need to really cut through what is going to be important to us and our journey. We need to limit some of the doomsday information and focus in on that important information that we need from our governments and from the health providers. We don't need to be watching 24/7 about the numbers and what's happening in other countries. Limit that doomsday and very low vibrational energy, focusing in and balancing it out with some of the high vibrational positive energy, some of that creation that we're talking about, some of that work that we want to do for self, retaining the knowledge that is important to us and our journey. Now we do have multiple kings. Archangel Uriel had drawn the King of Wands. Kings are the 14th card in the Minor Arcana. When you see that multiple 14, the angels are telling you that this is a time of love and spiritual growth. Again, focusing in on that positive, loving energy. All right, let's go into some healing here. Archangel Michael, what healing can you provide my Lapis Lazuli friends in their time of need? Signs. Connects into how the high vibrational beings and the universe have been sending us messages that we're not picking up. It's why we're having the Tower-esque type situation right now. We're not acknowledging those messages. We need to slow down and acknowledge and receive those messages. It will help us gain the guidance that we need to become more in line with where it is we should be going. Then we have nature. Most of us have started to see how Gaia is really taking this time and this pause to heal and make changes that she needs to make. We're seeing amazing, miraculous healing in Gaia, And many intuitives are really connecting in and feeling that shift, feeling how she's able to heal herself. Archangel Michael encourages people to get out in their community in a safe way, with that social distancing, with those standards that are put in place for everybody's safety, but enjoying some of this healing, some of this amazing, vibrant energy that Gaia is starting to radiate and hasn't done so in decades. Additionally, he encourages people to take the time and send Gaia some extra love and support in her time of healing and, well, I want to say recovery. However, she's got such a long road ahead till she can say that she's starting to recover. But that healing process is really important. Now, Michael acknowledges there's going to be individuals who are unable to connect in with Gaia on that very personal level because they have at-risk people in their household and aren't able to go outside. However, even acknowledging those shifts and changes and feeling that miraculous blessing that is occurring with Gaia will help raise your vibrations and connect into some of this amazing nurturing energy and shifting that is taking place within our planet. All right, I'm going to thank Archangel Michael for his amazing guidance and wisdom. We're going to move on to Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel, we call upon you to shed guidance and wisdom and healing for my Lapis Lazuli friends. Archangel Gabriel, what further guidance and support can you provide for my Lapis Lazuli friends in their time of need? The Seven of Wands. Now, sevens are a challenging number in tarot. However, they're victorious because sevens are a lucky number. Now, the Seven of Wands talks about not backing down, taking that challenge head on and being victorious. Really embracing that inner courage and determination of our solar plexus and connecting it in and combining it with our willpower to amplify our abilities to overcome the challenges that we're currently overcoming. And we have the Emperor. The fourth card in the Major Arcana connects in with that stability and structure. Archangel Gabriel reminds us of the importance of routine. It's so easy to waste away the day with staying in our pajamas and binging on Netflix. Making sure you have that routine. You're setting out those intentions so that you are able to connect in and do some of the work we have talked about. Without that routine, without that structure, we're not going to get what we want done. We're going to feel like we've squandered away this gift of time. And then the Two of Swords. Twos are about duality and choice. The Swords about truth and knowledge. We may feel uncertain about what's happening or how we're going to go forward or what things are going to look like. And that's okay. We don't need to have those answers. Bringing in and focusing in on that balance will help. We may never understand why here, why now. The universe does not need to explain that to us. We will know in the end. However, right here, right now, we need to sit with this uncertainty. Embrace it, acknowledge it for what it is, and move past it. Balancing it out by focusing in on that information that not only are we receiving from these amazing higher vibrational beings, but the information that you're gaining throughout this process. That information is going to be key. We had both the King and Queen of Swords. That sword, truth and knowledge is going to be imperative. We need to balance out our head and our heart. And that balance is what's going to take us far. Alright, Archangel Gabriel, what further healing can you provide my Lapis Lazuli friends in their time of need? Sorry, she's funny sometimes. Divine timing. Like I said, we may not understand why here, why now. Just understand that it is supposed to be happening right here, right now. This is divine timing, and we need to embrace it and use it to the best of our abilities for our greater good. And celebration. Celebrating all those amazing miracles, all those frontline individuals, all those amazing earth angels who decide to give to those who are in need, or those who are putting their lives on the line, putting themselves in those at-risk situations for the collective good. Celebrating those blessings, those miracles, and all that amazing high vibrational energy that is flowing right now. When you focus in on this celebratory energy, this high vibrational energy, we're going to see the manifestation that Archangel Raphael had mentioned, and how it's going to really amplify that stability and those blessings we have in our lives. All right, we're going to thank Archangel Gabriel for her amazing wisdom and guidance. We're going to end off on a blessing. What blessing do the Archangels have for my Lapis Lazuli friends? Love. Focusing in on that high vibrational energy, loving self, loving others, that compassion and caring goes a long way in our healing, the healing of Gaia, and shifting the vibrations of ourselves and those around us. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. I hope that you found this video fun and helpful, and you're able to gain some direction and insight into what the Archangels want to share with you. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. There is so much more amazing coming your way. Earlier in the week, I posted this fun video of a healing meditation that Archangel Raphael and I did together. It's that kind of amazing, unexpected video that you don't want to miss. I will have a link below to that healing meditation, so should you want to try it out, you can go check it out for yourself. And the best way to stay connected so you don't miss any of this healing and insight is to subscribe to my channel and hit that little red bell so you don't miss a video. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page with many tiers and lots of perks. In some of the tiers, the perks are private readings and healings with myself. I provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out. Until tomorrow, my friends. Hello and welcome, my Rose Quartz friends. This reading is especially for you. Now, I've got all the cards in all 3 decks so that you have the most full and meaningful reading for you. Now, I'm going to switch this angel reading up a little bit. We're going to really be focusing in on that Archangel energy. So the first Archangel we're going to call in is Archangel Uriel. Archangel Uriel, we call upon you to support my rose quartz friends in their time of need. Archangel Uriel, what guidance and support can you provide my rose quartz friends? The King of Swords. Kings are that fully developed personality. The sword, truth and knowledge. The king has the most understanding of a situation. He is using his past knowledge to help overcome those challenges and obstacles. And that's what we need to do right now. Use our knowledge. Archangel Uriel wants you to follow your head. We need to override our heart, override our fears, and go from that very cold, hard steel of knowledge. Many of us have lived through past epidemics and plagues, and we understand what's at stake. We understand how to go forward. We understand that we can connect into that collective consciousness to gain the guidance and wisdom we need to move ourselves forward. Then we have the Ace of Swords. This is the aha eureka moments. When we start to work from our head, from that critical thinking platform, we're going to have more of those aha moments on how to better our situation for ourselves and better the situation for those in our lives, for those who we're living with and those close family and friends. Those aha moments are going to make a big difference in your life and the lives of others. So we need to embrace this knowledge piece. All right, let's go into some healing. Archangel Uriel, what healing can you provide my rose quartz friends? Playfulness. We may need to use our head rather than our heart. However, Archangel Uriel is being very clear that we don't overthink it. We don't want to become a stone, unfeeling individual. We need to focus in on that knowledge. We need to have that time of play and creativity to balance it out. When we have that time of balance and creativity, that helps us to express our feelings. Yes, Archangel Uriel wants us to work from our head, not our heart. We're emotional beings. We still have that emotion. We still need to release it in a very practical and supportive way. So that playfulness and fun is going to be important and essential for us as we move ourselves forward. Soulmate. So those who are blessed with our soulmate in our lives right now, nurturing and working on that relationship and caring for and receiving support from our soulmate will help us to ride through some of these challenging pieces that we need to overcome. Now, those who don't have their soulmate, know that this conquest is going to bring you one step closer, because we're going to be amplifying our soul's signature, that energy signature that will attract them. Being open to different avenues and possibilities of connection will amplify your ability to connect in with them. But that loving, nurturing energy will help with retaining and implementing that knowledge and pushing yourself forward and pushing yourself through this situation. All right, we're going to thank Archangel Uriel for his amazing wisdom and guidance. I'm going to set the cards to the side because I don't have a big enough table to do the reading with all the cards, but I will connect into them throughout the reading, so I want to keep them to the side. And then we're going to check in and connect in with Archangel Raphael. Archangel Raphael, we call upon you to help support my rose quartz friends in their time of need. Archangel Raphael, what guidance and support can you share with my rose quartz friends in their time of need? The Nine of Swords. Archangel Raphael is echoing Archangel Uriel's point of not getting caught up in the emotion. Because right now, globally, that sad and anxious energy is high. We need to critically think about what's happening and how it's impacting us and that best course action. It's so easy to get wrapped up in that doomsday energy that we feel trapped and overwhelmed. That's not what we need right now. That's not going to help us in any way. It's actually going to limit our ability to really take this time and make the shifts that are going to be most meaningful for us. Then we have the Fool. The 0 card in the Major Arcana. Now this is the energy that Archangel Raphael wants you to embrace. The Fool is that very carefree energy. That leap of faith, trust in the universe, that the universe has got your back energy. You've got all you need in your little bag. Actually, he's not carrying a bag. The original Fool card drawn by Pamela Coleman Smith does have this very fashionable man bag on the end of his wand. This Fool has this really pretty kind of scarf-like motif going on there. Anyway, that you've got all the skills and abilities to overcome this challenge. You also have the support and guidance from those high vibrational beings and your physical support systems. Trusting in the universe, trusting in yourself, and taking that leap of faith. Knowing that you're going to be on the right track. Alright, Archangel Raphael, what further healing can you provide my rose quartz friends in their time of need? Friendship. That connection into our support system, those friends and family who are positive and supportive of us. Now, Archangel Raphael acknowledges that there are societal standards right now of social distancing and protection. We need to adhere to them. However, we can reach out in creative and dynamic ways through social media and technological advances, using what we have at hand to connect in and support each other and connect in for that relationship piece. We're social beings, so we do need that connection. We may not be able to connect in physically as much as we'd like to. However, that verbal and emotional support will go a long way. Music. It's a beautiful card, and it talks about that high vibrational harmony and melody, and the importance of staying in that high vibration rather than that doomsday energy that's so easy to get caught up in. Staying in that high vibration so we can care for ourselves will go a long way. Now, earlier in the week, Archangel Raphael and I connected in and did this amazing healing meditation. Archangel Raphael wants me to mention it because something like that healing meditation that we work together on, will help to bring in that harmony and that balance within ourselves. I will have a link below in the description box to that video so you can take part in that meditation. Keeping that high vibration will go a long way. Now I want to thank Archangel Raphael for his amazing wisdom and guidance. We're going to go on to Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, we're calling upon you to help give guidance and wisdom to my rose quartz friends in their time of need. Archangel Michael, what guidance and wisdom do you have for my friends? The Two of Wands. Twos are about duality and choice. The Two of Wands talks about that passion space, making those choices. Archangel Michael acknowledges we've got a lot on our plate. We've got some pretty big decisions to make. He encourages us to focus in on those meaningful, joyful aspects of ourselves, and using that to balance out that fear, those anxious and sad feelings. Use our passions, those joyous and loving energies, to negate and transmute that lower vibrational energy. Focusing in on that positive will really help to bring our spirits up, to raise our vibrations, and raise the vibrations of those around us, including our friends and family who may not be in our home. The King of Pentacles, the Midas touch. As we raise our vibration, we're able to create and manifest those things that we need and want into our lives. We have that ability to really bring about that abundance that we need. An abundance not only in that physical, monetary sense, but abundance in all aspects of our lives. Now, Archangel Uriel drew out the King of Swords. So we've got the double kings. In angel messages, when you've got that multiple 14, because the kings are the 14th card in the minor arcana, the angels are telling you that this is the time of love and spiritual growth. So staying in that high vibrational energy is going to go a long way for you. It's going to help with that creativity, it's going to help with that abundance, and it's going to help with that growth. All of which is what we need to focus in on in these uncertain times. We may not be able to change what's happening on the outside. However, we're able to focus in on what's truly important for us on the inside. What's happening for us and how we respond to it. Archangel Michael also asks that if we become fearful of this uncertain time, to call upon him and request him to help support us through these challenging times. He is here for us. They're all here for us. All these amazing high vibrational beings are here to help us. We just need to ask. Archangel Michael, what healing can you provide for my rose quartz friends in their time of need? Truth and integrity. We really need to be focusing in on our integrity and living that life of authenticity. When we live our lives from that fear-based point, that's when we start to cocoon and shelter ourselves in a non-productive way. We hoard and we're not caring for others and ourselves. When we have that truth and integrity, we're living our lives from that authentic self, from that loving energy of caring and mindfulness. And that's what Archangel Michael really wants us to focus in on. Focus in on that integrity. That truth and integrity is very important to him. He carries the sword of truth. So being truthful to self and living from that standard of integrity goes a long way with him and will help you overcome the challenges that you're facing right now. Retreat. Archangel Michael echoes the importance of self-isolation, of caring for self, healing self, and adhering to the standards that are being placed in our communities by government and scientists. Scientists are connecting into that collective consciousness, to that universal wisdom on how best to overcome what's happening right now. This time does give us the ability to have more resources, that time and energy, to care and heal for self and nurture your abilities, your skills, and most importantly, your human body. All of them are really important in the here and now. All right, I want to thank Archangel Michael for his amazing insight and guidance and healing. We're going to go on to Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel, we call upon you to support and guide my rose quartz friends in their time of need. Archangel Gabriel, what guidance and support do you have for my rose quartz friends in their time of need? The Tower. I knew this card was going to come up in a reading. The universe is kicking us in the butt. It's saying we need to shift. We have no control over what this lightning and the shifting that's happening in the world today. We have no control over it. We do need to take this situation seriously. We need to, like Archangel Michael said, retreat to the safety of our houses, to retreat and heal ourselves. When we take the advice of those who are important to us, we're going to be able to bring it down to that bare bones and create the structure and stability that we need for the growth that's going to be meaningful for us, that will bring us in a line with that life's purpose. Now, the Tower also talks about the shifts and amazing transformations that Gaia has been able to create for herself. We've seen those amazing shifts and healings that Gaia has created through either first-hand experiences or the photos that we're seeing online. Intuitively, some of us are feeling that healing and shifting that Gaia is being able to partake since the universe has started to shift the energies on the earth. Embracing that energy of Gaia and all that she has will also help us. It'll help awaken different healing energies and modalities that we should really acknowledge and embrace, and most importantly, incorporate into our everyday. Then we have the Three of Wands. This is a movement card. The original card shows a man holding a wand with two wands behind him. It connects in to what Archangel Michael said about the choices. So we have the Two and the Three of Wands. So in the Two of Wands, the original card shows a man, this very wealthy man, who's literally holding the world in his hand, and he's looking longingly over his kingdom for that next piece, that next conquest. So we've made those decisions. We need to start implementing them. Start taking those pieces of wisdom and knowledge that Archangel Uriel talked about, those aha moments in the Ace of Swords, and start incorporating and implementing them into our lives. Acknowledging them isn't enough. We need to incorporate them and really make them our own. Embrace them and nurture them in our lives. That's when we're going to see the tower slow down, and we're going to be able to see the dust start to settle. Archangel Gabriel, what healing can you provide my rose quartz friends in their time of need? Emerging. There's going to be a lot more emerging from this shift the universe has started for us. It's important that we embrace it and incorporate it into our lives so we can gain the most out of this. We've had no control over it. We knew that. However, we can control that information and how we incorporate it into our lives. How we can start to use it to our advantage to create and manifest in our lives. Celebration. It's important to celebrate all these amazing pieces that are coming forward. All these amazing individuals that are emerging who are helping out. Whether that be those individuals who work the front line and put their lives at stake for the greater good of humanity. Those individuals who are providing health care, support, and those amazing individuals who are ensuring the basic needs are met and provided for everybody. Additionally, you have those amazing individuals who are supporting those frontline people by giving them shout outs, encouragement, and support, and those amazing individuals who are going above and beyond to embrace and highlight those amazing individuals who are doing the frontline work through gifts and acts of service. Celebrating all those amazing pieces in not only our lives, but in our communities. Embracing that high vibration and amplifying it with our communities and sharing the information that is coming forward. Sharing all those amazing people who are doing amazing acts for others. I want to thank Archangel Gabriel for her amazing insight and wisdom. We're going to end off on a blessing. What blessing do the Archangels have for my rose quartz friends? Universal heart. That unconditional loving energy. When we amplify it, we share it, and we embrace it. We raise our vibration, we raise the vibration of those around us, and we start to see some amazing shifts occur globally. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today and watching this video. I hope that you found this video fun and helpful, and you're able to gain some insight and direction into what the angels and archangels want to share with you. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. There is so much more amazing videos coming your way, so the best way to stay connected so you don't miss any of the healing and guidance is to subscribe to my channel and hit that little red bell. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page with many tiers and lots of perks. In some of the tiers, the perks are private readings and healings with myself. I provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out? Until tomorrow, my friends.